That's a huge part of our quantity. It comes to you from Daymak. I'll tell you, this company is amazing. They got us a deal on our e-bikes like nobody else in the country. I know you've seen these bikes out there for $2,000 and $3,000, and they're worth every penny. We got a great deal, and I'm able to get you a wonderful bike or your choice of 2 bikes at a fraction of that price. You know, I said yesterday, and to all my friends out there, Facebook friends, everybody, it's not too late to get out there and enjoy. I don't care what age you are. If you can sit on a bike, you can ride a bike. Why? Because this is an e-bike. It has a 500-watt motor, battery built in, so you can pedal to the metal if you want, or you can put it in cruise control and you can go up to 40 miles on a charge, all right? The battery is removable. You lift up the seat, the battery comes out, and you can plug it in the house and charge it inside, leave the bike out in the garage or wherever you do, and then you bring it out and you're good to go. Can you imagine going to Saturday morning market with your sweetie, and you got bikes, and you can go up to 40 miles away? I mean, most of you are not going to do that, but that's 40 miles on a charge, all right? There are 7 different speeds. There are 5 levels of pedal resistance on this, okay? It's only 2 to 3 hours to get a full charge on this guy, which is crazy, and you have 2 choices. We come back to me, I'm going to show you the choices. I'm going to introduce my guest too. My good buddy, Justin Hyatt, is joining us. Justin is here. Hello, my friend.
What's happening,
Good
Dad?
to see you.
What's up?
We're outside, so we don't have a bunch of different cameras, so just kind of work with us on that. But this has been already so successful.
Yeah.
They're going to sell out more than likely. You
Absolutely.
know that.
Yep.
Daymak has done an incredible job of keeping the price down for us. We have 2 different models.
Yep.
And if you want to work with me on that, we'll
Yeah,
show you
absolutely.
the models. The one that's in front of me here, this is called the Daymak Max, okay? This is the one that's kind of like on-road, off-road, right?
It's all terrain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on-road, off-road if you want to. You can see right there. I mean, it looks absolutely rugged and beautiful. You got the back rack, those really big, rugged tires right there that pretty much says this is a pickup truck waiting for you to run over anything that gets in your way. That really nice, big, wide seat. On both of the bikes, you'll notice we do have that backrest and that big, nice, wide seat. Really, really comfortable because you're going to be riding 40 and 30 miles. You're going to want to feel comfortable on it. The nice thing about this, too, is that you're going to be sitting straight up. So your posture is going to feel comfortable. You're going to feel like you're relaxing. The Max S, though, this is going to fold. This is what's really special about the Max S is that it'll actually fold up and collapse. So you can put this in your car and store it even easier. And, of course, that battery is removable. Now, the other bike that we do have available is going to be the Paris right here.
We'll go over here.
Same color choices, but you'll notice we do have a really nice basket on the very front. The basket is not going to be something that you have to worry about, basically in the sun. What happens to those regular woven baskets, right? They kind of deteriorate. This is plastic. This is going to last you a long time. Still that same wide bike, but it's a traditional bike. If you've been looking and feel comfortable on that traditional bike, this is going to be perfect for you, and you still do have that back rack. Still have those really nice traditional style tires, and of course still have that removable battery on the Paris. The Paris gets 30 miles, while the Max S is going to get 40 miles to a range. Both of them are going to go 20 miles an hour, and they both do have 7 gears on each individual bike. So when you're thinking about this, I think if you're thinking about with a traditional bike, we were talking about this last night with Sarah, feeling like, how nice would it be to have that traditional Paris bike? Doesn't it look like it's meant to be in a city with that basket? You want to go and hop over to the store, pick something up, whether it's groceries, whether it's something new at the local store, putting in that basket. Riding, you were saying with your sweetie, I got to tell you, there's nothing better than riding with your significant other.
Oh, my gosh.
Riding with the kids and have them right next to you.
You know, and I said yesterday, a lot of people are out there and they think it's too late for me. And I'm like, remember I told you the story about my mom with the teeth yesterday? I was like, I'm not going to get my teeth done. I'm too old. I'm like, no, you can't give up.
Yeah.
You can get out there and you can enjoy a great ride anywhere you go, up to 40 miles. It's about 30 miles on the Paris and about 40 miles on the Max, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so which is probably more than you're ever going to do. We mentioned all the different features. We're going to get into those a little more in depth, but I want to show you the colors. Each bike, whether you get the off-road, on-road bike, or the road bike, each one is available in orange. That's our exclusive color.
Yes.
We also have them available in black. We have them available in red, which has always been the most popular. I'm not sure if it is today. I know it was yesterday. And then we also have them in the white. So you see you've got a comfortable seat. Both seats are adjustable on either bike. So you can raise it or lower it. It's got this incredible backrest. Normally you're paying extra money for this kind of a seat. That is included. That allows you to sit up in your bike and be comfortable. You're not hunched over. You know, on like a 10-speed or a 12-speed bike, you're like this. Hey, listen, if you're in the Tour de France, you can do that. But if you're out riding in the afternoon, you want to be comfortable. You want to be able to have that support. You get that as well with this bike. Shock absorbers, so if you're going over little bumps, you're not going to feel them. With this bike, you get the basket. You get the little rack in the back so you can put your packages, your parcels, whatever it is from the market that you're taking, you can take it wherever you go. This is the Max. This is the one where if you want to go in like dirt or gravel, a little more rough terrain, that's the one for you.
Well, I just think, look, the reason why I like the Max S is because you never know what's in front of you, right? I mean, you never know where you decide you want to take the bike. I love the fact that it's all terrain, meaning you can absolutely take it on the pavement, take it on the road, wherever you want to go.
It's fantastic. So, listen, even though I know we're thousands less than retail, I know it's still a considered purchase, even for holiday, but if you can get 2 of these, because trust me, for what you would pay for 1 bike at regular retail, you can get 2 bikes today. So you're saying, Guy, but give me your HSN. What's that thing you call FlexPay? What's that thing you call VIP? Well, if you use your credit card, at the bottom of the screen down there, you'll see that you can go 5 payments of $200 if you want to get the Max. That's the one with the bigger tires. You can go 5 payments of $240 if you want to get the Paris, which is the one that's a little more sleek. And the Paris is, like I said, more for just like going downtown, driving on the street. If you want to go off-road a little bit, you're going to want the Max. So here's what we got for financing. Excuse me while I step through. I'll flip my card over. We're doing something called 18-month VIP financing. What does that mean? If you have an HSN credit card today, you can spread your payments out on the Paris, $66 a month and change. If you want to get the Max, you get $55.55 on your credit card. $55.50. You can get 2 bikes. You can get a Paris and a Max for about $120 a month, and you can get 2 bikes. The reason I say that is because a lot of you are going to want to get one for you and your partner. I know it's gifts for the guy with Guy, but if you buy one for your guy and he's out there riding, you gals may want to get one for yourself or whoever your partner is. You may want to get 2 bikes. Or if you're going to buy them for your kids, you know, and Justin, what did we say the age on this? I mean, if you can ride a bike.
I was saying 11 and up. Right?
11 to 12 and up.
And we mean all the way up.
Yeah.
Because like you were saying, if you want to feel, like I get it. Like my grandmother, she's 83.
Yeah.
She just moved into her beautiful new condo.
Sure.
She's always on her exercise bike. She's got a new bike.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to feel like, well, I can exercise inside, but if I want to be able to just ride it like a scooter and not have to worry about pedaling, she loves the bike.
Yeah.
So I just think, you know, there's no age limit anymore.
Right.
And there is no limit on where you can go. So, yeah, get the sweeties together.
And look, on that point of anywhere you want to go, the Max bike is the one that folds.
Yes.
So this is it. The one that is the kind of on-road, off-road bike. This one actually folds. Why? Tell him, my friend. Check it out.
Well, you know, we talk about this being able to take you anywhere, but now you can take the bike anywhere you want to go to wherever those trails might be. So now you can fold that bike up, put it in the back of your car. If the trails might be 20 miles away, maybe you don't want to go and ride the bike 20 miles, but now you can take the bike with you to that park, to maybe on the vacation with you. And now this is a small sedan. I could put those seats in the back down and I could get 2 bikes back here. We say get 2 because I just think if you get to ride with somebody else, there's no better feeling. So absolutely put this in the back of your car. I want to show you, though, when you get this at home, how easy it is. Because an electric bike, for some of you, this might be the first time you're seeing them. I'm sure you've seen them on the road because they're becoming widely popular. Daymak's one of the pioneers in electric bikes. Been doing it for almost 25 years. 2001. They've sold over 100,000 bikes. Here's one of the things that they've done amazing. They put this little LCD display right here. It's a full control panel. So it's set to setting 1, for instance. I can increase the power. I can decrease the power. And as I start to do that, now I'm in complete control. This is basically like my electric gear shift. So if I want to now pull that throttle down, one of the things that you're going to see is you're going to start to see that speedometer going. Now I'm going to hold that throttle all the way down. And you'll see that it goes up to about 7 miles an hour. Now this is on setting 1. If you just get the bike at home and you want to start testing out the speed, this is where you want to start, setting 1. Setting 2, that means my top speed will be 11. Now, I don't have to go 11 miles an hour. I can go much less than that, but that means my top speed will be 11 miles an hour. As I start to go to setting 3, 16 miles an hour will be my top speed, and then I can go all the way up to the 5th one, which is 20 miles an hour. Since I'm not on the bike and there's no body weight, it's going to go up to about 27. But when I'm on here, it's going to go up to a top speed of about 20 miles an hour. The reason why I like to show you that is because you're in complete control. The nice thing is you have disc brakes on the back as well. It'll even tell you right here on that digital display, it knows when you hit the brake. So if you're in pedal assist mode, it'll absolutely know it and stop. And what I want to do now is we're in, for instance, scooter mode or electric motor mode. When I start to go ahead and move these pedals, it's going to kick in to that pedal assist. So what is that? That's like somebody giving you that little extra boost. And if you've ever been kind of on that hill thinking, you know what, I don't really feel like dropping the gears, I want a little help.
Still going.
That's where having that pedal assist, and now we're going 20 miles an hour, and you can see how little I'm actually pedaling. So that motor engages right here in the back. And then the other thing is, again, those disc brakes, look at that. As soon as I hit that disc brake in the back, stops that tire. Really, really well done.
It's the easiest bike you'll ever ride. I would say it's a lot easier even than the old school bikes because it has all this technology that's built into it. And, you know, we're not just giving you the bikes today. And I forgot to say that in the beginning, but I know we have an hour, so we'll get to all these things. We're throwing in a $100 helmet with a built-in rechargeable LED light and a reflector on the back of the helmet. We're also giving you the Torch flashlight, which is a $100 value because it's also a Bluetooth speaker, so you can listen to your music off your phone while you're on the bike. We're giving you everything. It's the perfect gift. And again, as I said before, 7 speeds, 7 different gears. If you want to ride it as a bike, ride it as a bike. But remember, you've got that pedal assist anytime you get stuck. There's a great explanation. As you're going up a hill, you might be pedaling because you want to get a little exercise, but then you get a little tuckered out. You pop it into one of the levels of speed, start out slow, and all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this thing is moving me. It is an incredible feeling. I said to you yesterday, it's like, I mean, it's like having a motor scooter or a motorcycle without any of the fear, without any of the insurance cost. You don't need a special license to drive this. Colette is our wonderful bike rider who is driving around. She's on the Paris
instructor.
Yeah, she's a Pilates instructor.
She's a Pilates instructor. You know, she was the one who was saying, you know, one of the things, you know, after we had done one of the shows, she was like, you know, one of the things I really like about it is that I get to have great posture. To sit straight up. It's not like one of those performance bikes that I'm sitting there and I have to lean forward. And, you know, this is from somebody who is obviously in amazing shape. I think it just goes to show you, when you get on a bike like this, when you want to ride it like a normal bike, you can. When you want the exercise, you can. And when you have gone 5 miles and you need to come 5 miles back home, you don't need to worry about, oh, man, what about that fatigue? What if I'm too tired to make it back home?
And what I tell you,
this is going to take you
I went on the Pinellas Trail from my house in Reddington Beach all the way to Clearwater. It's about a 14, 15-mile trek on a regular bike. I got there, me and my partner I was driving with, and we were already exhausted. We ate a big meal. We almost didn't make it back. And I'm like, that would have been the time for the cruise mode. That would have been time for the backup battery. That would have been the time to get it. So remember, we are extremely busy. 2 choices, Max bike with the larger tires, or the Paris bike, which is the more streamlined. Let's put it this way. It depends on what you want to do. If you're like a lot of my customers are seniors, they still want to ride a bike, I would probably go the Paris for you. It's a little bit of a more lightweight bike. It's a little more streamlined. It's great for going around your neighborhood. If you live in a condo or an apartment, you can drive around, see all your neighbors. If you want to go down to the market, you can do that. And that's the Paris is over here. Daniel, come on over here. So this is the Paris, and you can see how it's more streamlined, okay? Still has all the great features, adjustable seat, adjustable handlebars, shock absorbers on the front. This one comes with a basket. If I want, excuse me while I cut in front of you. If I want to put something on the back, boom. I got the little rack. I can stick stuff on the back, okay? I can fit on either bike. It's got a nice, easy step through. So if you're a senior and you can't lift your legs up, you don't have to worry about that. You can still get on a bike, all right? So very easy, comfortable. Come on back over and we'll talk about the Max. Would you just hold these for 1 sec real quick, my friend? So I'm 6'3". I weighed 215, probably 220 after Thanksgiving. That's fine. So I'm going to get on the bike and show you.
Nobody's judging.
I have it set up for me. So I'm 6'3", and you can see it's perfectly set up for me. If I wanted to ride it as a pedal bike, or if I want to ride it as a power bike, I can do both that. I also love that seat back, because this is what I was telling you before about being able to lean back a little bit. So if I just want to sit back in better posture, I can do that as well. Plus, I have a little bit of issue with one of the discs at my back, so I'd rather be kind of like this rather than like this on a 10-speed. those 10-speed days are over, all right? And plus, the 10-speed doesn't have an electric bike feature on it, so I got that as well. The battery is removable. That's a big deal because people, if they're traveling with this bike, may want to take the battery inside to charge it. They don't have to take the whole bike inside. So you have that going for you. Thank you, Justin. I'll grab those cards from you. You got reflector on the back, okay? Here's how the seat lifts up, and then it just goes right back down. There's a key that engages the battery, so nobody can drive it without the key.
That's correct.
If you want the battery. All right, front, we mentioned it's got an LCD screen, gives you all the information, miles per hour, reflector on the front. You see that word right there? I don't know if Dan can get it. That's the name you're looking for in a gear shifter.
Shimano.
That is the name you are looking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gears. So if you're driving it in a manual fashion, you'll get more torque, obviously, in the lower gears. You want to cruise, right? You want those wheels to spin a little bit slower. Right, you're going up a hill, you want that torque, you want to be able to get up the hill, you want it lessened. So you're able to do that. Shock absorbers on the front. Another headlight.
I was just going to say the headlight.
Headlight on the front. You've got the two. Show them the accessories, would you, buddy?
Yeah, so obviously you're going to have the headlight right here, but what we've done is we basically have given you the largest configuration I think we've ever done on an electric bike. We have given you a Bluetooth speaker that also is going to have a flashlight on the very front here. Now, it's a little hard to see during the day, but you have a flashlight, it's a torch light. The cool thing is that it's removable, so you can be hands-free listening to music. I was listening to a football game while I was hanging out with everybody riding the bike. I take this, I put it right back down here, so I basically have a handheld flashlight and a Bluetooth speaker. The helmet is awesome. This helmet is going to be rechargeable as well. Push that little power button on the back here, gives you a red LED light. Now, you can turn this into flashing as multiple different settings, but you also have the LED light right here on the front. And the nice thing about this is it's about a medium to large helmet. I got a small head. There's a dial right here. I have a $60, I think I even spent probably over $100 on the helmet. This dial right here is what all of those new helmets are trying to be. You want to be able to adjust it to your size head. You have that dial so you can make it adjustable to a smaller head.
I love the lit reflector on the back.
Yeah.
So this, as you can see, is lit up at night. So when you're driving, because a lot of you at daylight savings, you're going to drive at night, you've got a lit up tail light on your helmet.
Yep.
And it also has a headlight on the front.
Yep.
Look, and you can see how you can adjust the different settings on that. I mean, we're doing everything. Actually, I was going to say, but drive it to your house. No, we're going to drop it off at your house as well. So you don't need any special kind of truck to get this thing home. Let's talk about the value, because we have two choices, right? We have the Max, or the Mac, which is the larger tire bike, which is kind of off-road and on-road. And we also have the Paris. So if you look at the Daymak Max, okay, this is $2,100 and $21.99 for the bike itself. The helmet and the torch are each $100. That's $23.97. It's almost, it's $2,400. You're getting it at less than half the price. Okay, think about that. Think about that. I've priced things out. They're all $3,000, $4,000. Now, if you want to get the Paris, we're doing it at $11.99. All right, they're doing it everywhere else $19.99. $100 for the helmet and another $100 for the torch. That's $21.97. All right? We're doing it at a fraction of the price. We're also doing VIP financing. If you want to get the Paris, okay? You want to get the Paris, it's $66 a month. If you want to get the Max, the one with the bigger tires that folds, that's $55 a month and change. You can get both for $120 a month. And I will tell you, I said it, I don't say it very often. This is one of those things that can change your life, how you enjoy your life, right? I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70, 80 years old. If you can walk, you can get on a bike, you can use this because you don't have to pedal it. You can use it just as a little electric scooter that gets you into town, gets you around your neighborhood. My mom lives in a condo. Now my mom's 91, 92. Bike's not for her because she is on a walker, so there are certain people that are not going to be able to utilize it. But for most of you out there that maybe said, you know what, I'm 75, I don't do bikes anymore, give it a try. Because Rob, I'm talking to my producer now, Rob, I believe we have extended returns on this as well. So you can use this all of December, all of January. Obviously, if it's cold, you can still get out on a nice day. You don't have to return it till the end of the month on January. It's our extended return policy. Get a brand new HSN credit card, take another $40 off. We're going to ship it to your door. You don't have to drive to the store and pick it up. We're going to ship. Look, I love this next shot. That's what it's all about. Being with your partner, being with your sweetie, getting out and enjoying life. mixing with your neighbors, mixing with your friends. That is the key to staying active. Maybe you can't jog anymore, all right? Maybe you can't throw a football anymore, but you can still sit on a bike and you can get around town. I spent $4,000 on a 150cc scooter, and all I was doing was charging the battery because it always died and going to the gas station. Plus, I had to have it registered. I had to get a license plate. You don't have to do that with this. You can get out there. Colette is driving around. Justin's driving. You can get out, and you can enjoy a beautiful day like we have here in Florida. It's a little cool, which is nice, about 65 degrees.
It's beyond nice.
It's beyond nice for us. I would take this every day of the year here in Florida. But you can get out and you can enjoy. It's great exercise. It gets you out of the house. Don't look for an excuse not to buy it. Don't be like, well, you know, $9.99. The amount of enjoyment you will get out of this, you can't put a price on. Because I think about all the people I know, and I have a lot of people in my neighborhood that could use this bike. And they get out and they walk maybe around the block. They want to go downtown, but they're like, I don't want to ride a regular bicycle. This is not a regular bicycle. This is what we call an e-bike. This is a bike with an electronic motor built in. It'll go up to 20 miles an hour, which is pretty dang fast, all right? I don't think you want to go much faster than that. But you can go all the way down to 5 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour. You can go as slow or as fast as you want when you're not pedaling. If you look at Colette, notice what she's not doing. She's not pedaling. She's just cruising. That's all you need to do. So she could have her groceries in the back. She could have her fruit in the front if she went to the fruit market. She could be with friends. You could do a club of everybody on their e-bikes. You could join regular bicycle riders. But trust me, they'll be trying to keep up with you. You can do all that, and you can do it today. Now, I don't know. I'm fairly sure we're very limited on the number of these we have. I don't know if we can order more. But I'll tell you, we've already gone through at least half of our quantity that we had since yesterday. And I think everybody is saying, you know what? Now that is a great gift for a guy. That's a great gift for a gal. It's a great gift for anybody. And it truly is life-changing. The experience is thrilling. You know, I said before, and I'll tell you the story one more time since I know we have a little bit of time in this show. Many years ago, my mom, I don't know if she was in her late 70s, and she wanted to get her teeth done. And I said, Ma, do it. She's like, yeah, I'm 70-something years old. And I said, don't do that. Don't say that. Don't give up. Get your teeth done. You can't. Once you start throwing in the towel, you're done. And I don't mean to scare you, but I'm just saying you got to keep doing things to keep you active. You got to keep trying. And when we offer products like this, we're like, and you know, you put somebody on this for the first time, if they've never ridden before, they're not going to want to get off of it. I mean, it's that exhilarating. And if it's a beautiful day, or even if it's a crappy day, you're still getting out, you're getting air, you're getting exposure, you feel great about it. Remember, 2 choices. The Max is the one with the big tires that folds. The Paris is the one with the thinner tires, a little bit lighter in weight, but grab it while you can. We got about 5 minutes till we take a break. It's time to get it. So really quick before I hand it back to Justin, if you want to get the Max, which is right here, right? And they're the yellow, any of this one. It's the most popular. I think in large in part because it folds and people can put it in the back seat of their car, the trunk of their car. That one is $999. If you want to put it on VIP financing on your HSN credit card, it's $55.55 per month. If you don't have a card, get it today. We'll give you another $40 off. If you want to get the Paris, that's the one with the slimmer design, a little bit lighter weight, okay? And that one is the one Colette has. You see her buzzing around, right? You can get that one for $66.66 on your credit card. If you want to get 2 bikes, which is the way I would go, because if you've got a partner, or if you're buying them for your kids, and you got a son, a daughter, whatever it is, get 2, and it's $120 a month on your HSN credit card. 18 months, you pay it off. There's no finance charge. There's no fees. You just pay it off. We give you the bikes. You ride them around for a year and a half, and then you own it. Justin, I got to tell you, it's a deal. It's the best deal I've seen on e-bikes, and I've been researching these things for 2 years.
Yeah. Well, one of the things you were talking about, I think that struck home with me is that I've got 2 grandparents who are getting older. I can tell you one thing that makes the biggest difference is you've got to keep moving. You've got to keep moving. You can't stop moving. It's when you stop moving is when things happen. Keep moving. Keep exercising. Keep being healthy. Keep getting outside. Keep feeling youthful. Don't feel like I'm not sure I can do those things anymore. Maybe I'm too old to do those things anymore. When you start having that mentality, that's when you start going down that decline. You want to feel like you can go up the incline of life, and even the incline of being on a bike and going on a hill. This is what's going to get you outside. This is that's going to get you feeling young again. You know, I can go 2 miles an hour on this bike without pedaling, 3 miles an hour on this bike without pedaling. Getting on and off of this bike, remember, it's completely adjustable. So the seat itself, I can lower this seat. I'm not the tallest person in the world. I can lower this seat. The handlebars, I want them to be lower or higher. I can do that too. The nice thing about this is when I want to be a scooter, I want this to be a scooter, it's a scooter. When I want to pedal, I pedal. When I don't want to pedal, I don't need to pedal. I have the throttle right here. I'm in complete control over the amount of power. 7 gears. Look, I've got a lot of bikes in my life. I've never had a 7-gear bike. Never. Always going to be Shimano. And I think when you start to invest, you start to look at these different bikes, you of course want to go to a brand that you know. Daymak's been around for 20 plus years, pioneering electric bikes from the very beginning 20 years ago. Not just 5 years ago or 10 years ago, 20 years ago, I've sold over 100,000 bikes. You want to be able to feel like I can go downtown, like I can go with my husband, or I can go with the kids, or I can go with my friend. You know what? I just want a bike so I can feel like I can go to the neighbor's house and just say hi. I want to drop a cake off and throw it right there in the front of the Paris and take it with me, or on that back rack. When I want to fold the bike up, whether it's to store the bike away or put it in my car, how easy is that going to be? You can now customize how you use your bike, where you take your bike, the freedom of going, the freedom of leaving the home and being outdoors. Exercise is so unbelievably important, Guy. I know you're a big advocate of that, but it's when you stop moving. You can't stop moving. You've got to keep living. You've got to continue to feel youthful. And if you want to feel young again, this bike is going to feel like you're 20 years younger, 30 years younger. You're not going to feel that strenuous feel of riding on a normal bike. This gives you the limitless feeling of getting on something and riding 40 miles if you wanted to.
It's awesome. I didn't even turn on the electric. I just love riding a bike. And you can see, and I'm a big guy, as I told you before. I'm 6'3", I weigh 220 pounds. I'm tall, big. This thing, not only that, I got one of, I don't know if I got a bony butt or whatever, but I get on any bike, and man, that thing, this is so comfortable. So if you're worried about that, literally, you can feel it. The shocks on this, like you can feel, the shocks are amazing. It's got all the features that like a motorcycle has. Yeah. But without the cost, no insurance, no license, no fear. You're not going 85 miles an hour over the Howard Franklin Bridge, which I've done before on a motorcycle.
Oh, you're braver than
my girlfriend at the time wouldn't drive over the Howard Franklin Bridge. I had to pull the car over, switch out, and get and drive over the Howard Franklin Bridge.
I have an aunt that won't drive over a bridge, period.
All right, get it home. You're going to love it. Get 2 of them if you can, guys. Where are you? Right here. Get 2 of them if you can. It's a fantastic offer. We're going to step away. We're going to reload here. We're going to ride our bikes. Remember, 2 choices. Either get the Paris, get the Max, but just get one. You're going to love it. Taking a break. Be right back.
It's Black Friday. Slay in and gift big with Black Friday deals, our lowest prices of the season. Pile the presents high with up to 50% off your favorites. Plus, get free shipping and 5 flex pay on everything. Want more? Join us as we turn up the merry with even more all-new Black Friday deals and one-day-only offers and tons of cheerful deals during our merriest Cyber Week celebration yet. Only on HSN and hsn.com. We love our gemstones to be beautiful, colorful, and durable. That's why we give some of them a little more love. Enhancements may require special care and may not be permanent, while others may last a lifetime. For more information, visit hsn.com and search Gemstone Care to see our gemstone enhancement chart.
Paris on HSN.
You know, it's funny, I haven't ridden my bike at home in a couple of months, and just getting on that bike reminds me how much I love getting out on a bicycle. And did I mention too, because this is important, by the way, I'm Guy, everybody. Good to see you. Oh, and one more thing before I get into it, my next point. $25 gift card. Remember, for our Facebook friends, you get a $25 gift card if you go on hsn.com. If you're one of our Facebook people, sign up on our Facebook page. It's a great way to get free money. So we're doing that, and we'll pick our winner in a little bit. But, you know, I was saying before, it's just... Getting on a bike and just being out there is just so amazing. It feels so good to get your exercise, but remember, with an electric bike, you don't have to deal with that. It's got up to 40-mile range, 30-mile on the Paris, which is the bike that's a little slimmer in design, slimmer tires. It's more like driving around town, driving around your neighborhood. If you want to get one that does that and also can go off-road, you want to get the Max bike. That's the one with the larger tires, and that's the one that also folds. So you have your choice of either of those bikes. We are doing 18-month VIP financing because I know e-bikes aren't cheap. I've been pricing them out for 2 years. $3,000, $4,000. They have ones that are $5,000, okay? You don't have to deal with that. You can get a bike home today for $66 for the Paris, or if you want the folding bike, it's $55 and change per month, 18 month, no finance charge at HSN. You want to talk about, you know, I said this yesterday, I was working with my buddy Jared, one of our producers, and Jared said to me, and we talked about it, imagine the look on, if you're buying this as a gift, imagine the look on the face of the person when they come down from wherever, and you have one of these bikes, like just parked in the tree. When we were kids, right? You remember that gift you always wanted? The first time you wanted a bicycle, right? And you asked your parents, I just want a bike. I really want a new bicycle. And when you came down and you saw it on Christmas morning or whatever holiday you celebrate, you were just so excited. That's the feeling that you can get. And I don't care. You'll get that feeling if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. If you can ride a bike, you can ride this bike. We're giving you 2 months to try it, okay? Because I want to make sure that you feel comfortable on it. I know you will, because it's a traditional bike. You just get on it and pedal. If you want to use the assistance, the 5 levels of pedal up, or no pedal, and power up, you can do that. You can go up to 20 miles an hour. You see, Justin right now is not even pedaling. He's just using the battery power. Colette, same thing. Colette's got a long day. She can't be riding a bike all day. She's cruising all day. And then, see, there she is. Now, that's the Paris bike that she's on. Justin is on the Max with the bigger tires. But that's the point, right? You don't have to pedal. You can get out and you can have your exercise, or you can just enjoy it. Some mornings you get up, you had a late night, you don't want to pedal, right? You ate all that Thanksgiving turkey, maybe you just want to cruise. You know, you're up late at a party, maybe you just want to cruise. You can do both. But don't not get out there. And I don't care how old you are, what shape you are. These go up to 275 pounds. If you weigh over that, start walking first, try to get your weight down, and then get one of these bikes. That's the progression, because, you know, we talk about, like, me loving fitness. That's the progression. Don't do more than you can, but then try to graduate and get a little bit better at everything you can, okay? Until you find that happy spot. A bike is a perfect thing to do that. Walking is great, swimming is great. I don't even recommend running that much because you get some impact. But with walking and riding a bike and swimming, those are the best ways to exercise. So if you want to do that, especially for you seniors out there, keep your circulation going, keep that blood going, you can do that as well. You see how comfortable Colette is with that seat back? She's just leaning back, enjoying. I mean, unbelievable. 2 choices.
Yeah.
The one that Justin is on is called the Max, okay? That is the most popular. I have it in 4 colors: black, orange, which is exclusive, red, and white. I love that white. That's probably the one I'm going to buy.
You like the white?
I love that white one. Yeah,
it's clean.
It's just, I don't know why.
It's a clean look.
I got a white car. Yeah, I just like
white
that.
car, white
yeah,
bike.
It's just clean. You know, I don't know what it is about it. Maybe also because it reflects the heat. Maybe that's what I do. But we're in Florida. If you want to get the Paris, my good boy Daniel over here will come by and show you. This is the exclusive orange. And again, if you look at the tire in the front, I'll turn it to the side. That's the slender tire. A little more streamlined, great for city driving around the, going to the park, maybe going around your neighborhood, your condo. Orange, black, red, and there's the white. Difference is this one comes with a fancy little basket, so you don't have to buy that. It comes with that great seat. The back is a retractable little bungee style rack on the back, so you can put your stuff back there. Lock it in. I should have done that with my cards before. All right. if you want to do the battery,
Yeah.
the seat just lifts up. There's a little button, I believe. Where is it?
So
Right
it's
underneath?
just like popping the hood
Yeah.
of your car. This opens up, you pull the battery out, and then you recharge the battery inside just by an AC wall outlet. You get the keys. Now, those keys are built and designed specifically for your bike, so nobody else can have just another random key
That's how you
and
turn
be
it
able to
on.
unlock it. You turn it on, you turn it off. You can unlock this battery. So, for instance, oh, there goes my IFB. Don't worry
That's
about
okay,
that,
we'll figure
everybody.
that.
I can take this out of the
Adjust
way
the seat. Look at that.
if I
Take it
want to
right out.
adjust it, or
Yeah.
if I wanted to completely unlock this and remove this battery, I can do that as well. So that's how you get access to the battery.
You know what's nice about it too is that if the battery is dead, whatever, you still ride the bike manually, correct? You still ride it, or can you ride
Well, that's
it?
the thing. You got 40 miles you can ride. If you were just on battery, you can
Right.
ride this as a regular bike.
Without
So,
without the battery being charged. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, well, even when it's charged, and we'll show you that in a second, you can turn the setting to have any of the electric motor on, period. So
Right.
if you just want to ride it as a regular bike,
You can do
even
that.
when the battery's
Yep.
completely charged, you can do that.
So we've got on the back, you see we've got reflectors on the back. We have beautiful rims covering the tires. You've got reflectors on the pedals. You can adjust and lock the shocks any way that you want. Shock absorption in the front. 7-gear Shimano shifter. That's the name you look for in a shifter, okay? There's a horn on this too, isn't there? Is there a horn on it?
You betcha.
Is there a horn on this
There's
thing?
a little electric horn on there. So here, I'll turn this one on. So
Yeah.
you just hold this power button down. Display's going to turn on, and then all of a sudden you'll be able to hear my...
I love it.
What's a good Christmas tune?
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. We almost lost Dan. Our handheld cameraman almost went down. So
That's
all
Morse
that,
code.
LCD screen, easy on and off because there's a cutaway.
Yep.
In the front, there's not that big steel bar up front, so if you're a senior and you can't lift your leg, you're good to go. Easy to get on and off. I love these shots. That lifestyle B-roll is fantastic.
They did a phenomenal job. And you know, it's so realistic because it's exactly how you're going to be riding it.
Can you imagine getting this as a holiday gift? I would absolutely. I said yesterday, if my son, well, he's probably sleeping. You know he's sleeping. But if he got me this, because he's making money now, he's a kid's making good coin right now. He got a good job. I would flip out because it's something I would love. I live over down at the end there in Paso Grill.
Yeah.
You know that neighborhood. That's a bike riding neighborhood.
More and more places are becoming more and more bike friendly.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about this when you were talking about it. First of all, you can probably spend almost the same exact money on a regular bike. Just a regular traditional bike. But any kid nowadays, if you're thinking about getting them a bike,
Yeah.
they want an e-bike.
Yeah.
It's not the days of old where they just want the regular bike with the pegs. No, they want an e-bike.
Yeah.
It's not like, I mean, we live in a different time.
My kid, 22 years old, he doesn't want a regular bike.
My
He
sister,
wants to cruise, man.
I had one e-bike that had pedals.
Yeah.
Was commandeered by my sister who went off to college.
Of course.
I mean, if you're a college student,
Yeah.
you want an e-bike. My sister, she wasn't going to get all dolled up to go to class and then say, I have to pedal 2 miles from one building to the next,
Right.
or from her little, her dorm room to the classroom. Everything is evolving. Bikes are no different. We talk about power stations all the time. The feeling of being on an e-bike, knowing, like you were saying, it's not a motorcycle.
You feel safer on it. You should wear your helmet, obviously.
And the other thing that we
Yeah.
did a great job of, this is a Class 2 bike. And the reason why we wanted to do a Class 2 bike is it's 20 miles an hour top speed. You don't want to go 30 miles an hour.
No.
This is complete
If
control.
you've ever been on a bike and ridden 25 miles an hour, that's freaking fast, okay? It really is. And you'll see as Colette comes buzzing through, 20 miles an hour is pretty darn quick. So there's the information on the different classes of bikes. So this one is upgraded to Class 2 because it has the pedal assist and it goes a certain speed and it's throttle powered. You can control the speed.
Yes.
So don't worry about that. The speed is easy to control. You can do that. I want to mention something really quick. I know we're very busy, but my producer Rob's fantastic, has been reminding me, with the quantity I have right now, because we think we're going to sell out, we're trying to see if we can get more, but with the quantity that I have right now, we are guaranteeing a delivery before the holiday, okay? If we have to special order more, we might not be able to do that. Just to put that kind of, in your hat there, just to think about. So if you want a bike, don't wait. The prices that you see on that screen are going to go up at midnight tonight. I don't know anywhere else where you can get a quality bike of this stature for under $1,000 or close to $1,000. They're all over $2,000, okay, for the most part. especially from a company like this at 500 watt class 2. All right, 2 to 3 hours to charge the battery for the pedal assist. The battery's removable, goes in your house. Where can you take it? Anywhere. Anywhere you can walk, you can take this bike, because we have the trail option with the Max. That's the one with the larger tires. So if you want to go on sand and gravel, or if you're going to be on, like I go to Vermont, and you can actually take your bike up on the mountains, and they have trails up there, I would use the Max for that. I wouldn't use the Paris for that. The Max has the heavy duty shocks, the Max has the big tires, knobby tires, and it's easier to steer and manipulate when you're in gravelly situations. But you can still use the Max in the city. So if you want both, then get that. If you plan on just driving around your condo area, or you want to go downtown to the fruit market, or or they're having an art fair somewhere and you don't want to drive your car, by the way, you know how much easier it is to park this than it is your car at a market? You ever try to park your car at a market? You got to be like a mile away, right? With this thing, there's always a place to park a bike. So get it home. 2 choices, 4 colors. Orange is exclusive. I got it in black, I got it in red, I got it in white. Everybody gets a helmet, $100 helmet with the reflector on the back, powered, and a headlight on the front. Everybody gets the Torch light, which is also a Bluetooth speaker. It attaches to the handlebars. So if you got your music on your phone, you can listen to your music while you're riding. You could play Christmas carols as you're driving through the neighborhood.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Dude, how
this.
good would that be?
They've got the Christmas parades that they go through the neighborhood. Everybody puts Christmas lights on their bikes. And I can tell you, probably 50% of those people that have those, that are in the parade, have e-bikes. They do a little Halloween parade that they do the same thing, but you're right. Be able to play some Halloween, some Christmas music on the bike. You're going to get it for Christmas. It's perfect. You know, one of the things I was thinking of is totally embarrassing, but I went on this date with this girl we had just met, and she's like, why don't we go bike riding?
Very nice.
Back of my head, I'm thinking, I'm not in the best shape. She was in unbelievable shape, so her idea of bike riding, her idea of bike riding was probably like.
But she was in shape, and
she was in great shape.
Like, that's good.
I was a bachelor who had not exercised at all, and I was thinking, yeah, we could do this. We could do this. I can do this. I'm talking myself into it.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. We went out, and she was just kept going, and I was probably like 100 yards behind her, and she's like, you okay? You okay? I'm like, I'm good. No, I'm good. You keep going.
Probably
you keep
not the message you wanted to send.
Let me just say this.
Point.
Wasn't a second date. There was not a second date after that. At least I don't remember there being a second date.
The moral of the story.
Moral of the story.
It doesn't matter about that because everybody's on the same level.
That's what I was going to say. This is the thing that's awesome, and I want to walk you through like the beginning to end process of when you get the bike. If you get the bike and you say, I just want to ride this as a regular bike, you can. You don't have to worry about, okay, I'm going to use it as an electric scooter, or I'm going to have the pedal assist. From beginning to end, you're in complete control. So if I'm on the date and I'm riding, I'm pedaling, all of a sudden I start trailing behind, well, I can turn on the power right here. That display makes it so easy for you to say, you know what, that's okay. I'll keep up. I'll keep up. You go as fast as you want. As you'll notice, that's on 0, right? Now, that's the control setting. That's basically like the electric gear shifting of the motor. Now, of course, you do have the manual Shimano 7-gear set, but what I want to do is that you can see it's on 0. If I was to pedal right now, it wouldn't engage the motor. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit positive. It's going to go to 1, and as I hold down that throttle that's on the right handlebar here, that tire is going to start to move. But you'll notice that at top speed, it's only going to go about 7 miles an hour. So as soon as you get on it and you say, I just want to cruise, go 7 miles an hour, just sit there and enjoy the ride. 7 miles an hour top speed, that's as fast as I'm going to go. If I want to go faster, I press that button right here, that little plus button. I go up even more to that second speed. 11 miles an hour would be my top speed. But again, I don't have to go top speed. The third setting right here, 16 miles an hour. Fourth speed right here is going to be about, let's see how fast we're going to get on the fourth one.
Keep it up at that speed.
Right there, 22 miles an hour. We're not even all the way up the top speed.
Let me show you something too. Daniel, if you back up a little bit there, watch, I want to do something real quick. If you guys come to me. So, if this was a motorbike, keep it going, keep it going. Yeah, keep it going. If this was a motorbike or a motor scooter, what would you be hearing right now? You ready for this? Microphones, 2 of them. You hear how smooth that's running? Listen, it's purring, and it's so quiet. Why do I say that? A lot of you live in a condo society. A lot of you live in we have rules where you live. no scooters, no bikes. You can take this anywhere. You can take this at any time of day. All right, my son has got this little CRX, whatever, the little Subaru thing.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear that kid coming from 2 miles away. It drives me nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And the dog goes nuts every time she hears it.
And if you think it's bad, the neighbors must love it.
Exactly. This is quiet, whisper quiet. This, you will love having this in your, in your garage and being able to take it out in your neighborhood. If you're going downtown, you're not going to be obnoxiously waking everybody up or scaring people. It's quiet. They're both powered by a 500-watt motor, okay? That's enough to go up to 40 miles.
40 miles.
20 miles an hour. I mean, everything you're looking for. Hey, you want to go 2 miles an hour? Go ahead. You can pedal it and just use it as your exercise. You can kick it into gear, or I should say out of gear.
Yeah.
And you can use it as an e-bike and just coast up hills. People think, well, I can't go up hills. Do you want to hear something? This is the God's honest truth. Like about 2 weeks ago, there's a big hill. It's an intercoastal bridge. It's the only hill in town. So when I go do my run and my walk, my power walk, whatever I do, I always hit the hill. Because I'm like, that's the only place you can really get a kick, you know?
Yeah.
I get passed by an e-bike, 2 of them, about 2 weeks ago. I mean, they sailed by me going up. I'm talking about like a 30 to 40% incline. And they flew by me uphill. Yeah. And they weren't pedaling.
Hey, on that Pinellas Trail, those going over those little overpasses, those are little overpasses.
Yeah, man, I know.
I mean, there were some people. So I don't know if I told you. When we did this little group thing, one person couldn't fit the bike in the back of their car, so they rented a scooter, one of those little downtown electric scooters. Apparently, there's like this invisible boundary. You can't take the scooter too far,
Right.
or it completely shuts off.
Right.
So he had to then turn around. He couldn't even continue to go. We had one of the women who was with us who rented a city bike. She gets on it and she's just like, I'm just struggling.
Oh,
Back
yeah.
tire was completely flat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she rented it. We had another one. She had a bike, a full-size regular bike. She had put in the back of her car, but she was like, Justin, you mind coming and help me putting it back in the car because she didn't have a bike rack.
no.
It didn't fold up.
They
This
don't
bike
fold up.
folds up. It has everything that you could possibly want in a bike.
I had a scooter. Okay,
Yeah.
I tell you, I had the 150cc scooter.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I put that thing down? I literally went down on it.
Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 times. Why? Because a scooter, the tires are about a third the size of the tires on these bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Believe it or not, the bigger the tire, the more control you have. A small tire
Exactly.
completely washes out when it hits sand or any kind of slippery material. So if I would come home and if I just leaned a little bit, the tires would spin out. This one, because you've got a larger tire and you've actually got more tire hitting the ground, it's definitely a more steady ride.
Without a doubt.
It's easier to learn on. If you've never ridden a bike before, what a great bike to learn because you don't even really have to pedal, right? If you don't want to, you don't have to pedal at all. I want to go through colors one more time because I haven't done that yet in this presentation. So I'll go over to the Paris. No, actually, I got everything here. So the bike that you're looking at right here in front of us, that's called the Max, okay? And I've got it in front of me. Here's what the Max is for, okay? The Max is for on-road, going downtown, having fun in your neighborhood, all that stuff. But the advantage to the Max is, which is maybe why it's more popular, is the Max also can go off-road. You can go on trails with this, you can go on gravel, you can go on dirt. Because of these big knobby tires and a wider wheelbase, you can go there, okay? This one also comes with a helmet, credible seat. I'll get to those in a second. Also on the front, you see how it works. This one also will fold. See this little latch right there? This latch opens up. I won't do it here because I'm bent over, but that latch opens up and come on over here, goes right in the back of your car. And this is not even a big SUV, this is a small one. It goes right in the back of the car, okay? Easy to port and transport. Only weighs, what do we say, about 50 to 60 pounds. Easy to get in and out. You'll be able to do that, okay? So if you want to go on a trip with it, you can take that. Come on back here, let me show you the Paris. So the Paris, if you come to the back, Daniel, with me, a much thinner wheelbase design. This one is built more for, being able to kind of get in and out of city blocks, street blocks, a little bit easier, more control perhaps on tight turns and things like that. You have a retractable rack that will hold your packages, okay? That's in the back. Same comfy seat. Remember, you can pop the seat right here, and take the battery out. Not all scooters, e-bikes allow you to do that. So I can take that in the house and plug it in, charges in about 2 to 3 hours, easy. Reflectors on the back, reflectors on the pedals, reflectors on the front. Shimano gear changer, 7 gears. This provides more torque when you're going uphill or downhill, although who cares? You got an e-bike. You don't even have to pedal. You just cruise up the hill, okay? Torch light, because this is a torch flashlight, $100 value. It's also a Bluetooth speaker. It'll connect to your phones or tablets. That rides right on the bike. Another reflector in the front, basket on the Paris, okay? You've got disc brakes on both, shocks on both, okay? All the extra features, easy to get in, easy to get out, right? You don't have to lift your leg way up in the air to do that. Comes in our exclusive orange, comes in black. This red is just the coolest thing ever, okay? Love that. I'm gonna probably get one. Say that again, Rob. White. White will be the first to sell out, okay, between the Paris and the Max. Gorgeous. There's a horn on this. I mean, here's the helmet, $100 helmet, $100 torchlight Bluetooth speaker. You don't pay extra. We could have made that what we call an upsell, right? Oh, by the way, you can also get this. And those are great and handy. We included that. $200 right there. Not only are our prices low, we're giving you stuff, okay? Here's the same colors in the Max S, okay? Here it is. And you can kind of see the difference in those big tires. And Daniel, if you can go tire to tire, thank you, buddy, and show the difference. There's the Max, there's the Paris. So you get an idea of the different breadth of the tire there. White, red, black, orange. Just get it home. Enjoy it, get outside, have a great time. Watch this video. Put yourself in the seat of these folks. Fall day, leaves are, look at that, you can hear the leaves. Justin, I want one so bad it's stupid. And I'm gonna take care of VIP financing, I'm gonna do it. $55 for the Max, $66 for the Paris. You can get both bikes for $120 a month for 18 months with VIP financing if you have an HSN credit card. If ever there was a chance to get an HSN credit card, today is the day, because you can get 2 bikes. Jimmy, we could get 2 bikes for 120 bucks. Kelsey, we could get 2 bikes for $120. Where else are you gonna do that? You walk into a bike store and say, hey, give me those 2 $1,200 bikes. I got $120. They're gonna kick your butt as you walk out the door, right? You don't have to do that. You can get these things home and you can take them out for that perfect day. Fill your picnic basket with a couple of hoagies or subs or whatever you call them. I'm from Connecticut, so we call them subs. Actually, you know what we called them? We called them grinders. That's what they're called up north. Greg, do you know that? Submarine sandwiches up north are called grinders, right? You know, Ryan knows. Put those in there, a little tablecloth or a little, picnic basket. Put your, your blanket. Take it to the park. Take it to a lake. Take your bikes. Quiet, peaceful. 5 minutes remain in my presentation. When's it on again? Is it on next hour? Rob? Next hour. I was just wondering when it's on again. So we only have about, I think we only have 4 or 5 more presentations. And like I said before, and I'll reiterate what my producer Rob told me, if you want it delivered now, you want to get it home before the holidays, order it if you can now or today. If we get more in, and I'm not sure we will, we're working on that, they may not get in time for holidays. So if you want this as a gift, I would get it. Justin, where are you? There he is. He's tooling around. Look at him. Look how quiet, peaceful.
Well, one of the things I want to check, this is literally how most of the time how I ride my bike. Just barely on the throttle, just cruising, not even having to go fast. Just don't even have to pedal. I got my feet on the pedals. I don't even need to worry about it. I literally just cruising. And I think that's one of the best feelings about this is that you don't have to pedal. If I want to pedal, I start to pedal, and then that motor starts to kick in. So that's what I mean by that pedal assist. So if I don't want that, I don't need it. But if I want to just feel that extra boost, it does it all for me. Now, if I want to hold that throttle will give me that extra boost like it's an electric scooter, so I'm not even holding on to or even pedaling. If I want to turn that off and I want it to just be a regular bike, just like that. Now